Hi everybody, this is Rehatch Designs, and I have a quick little flip through for you of my paper bag journal that I just completed. I have a tutorial out there on this, and I will go ahead and put that in the description box, so if you do want to check it out. Anyway, the bag is very stuffed, but the journal does fit in it, and it has it's just a paper bag. It is a 8.5 by 11 bag, and I just took it, and there is vintage lace on the bottom that's been kind of ripped and torn, with the vintage button, some eyelash trim, some burlap just to kind of trim the bottom. On the top, the same thing. It's got some burlap and some vintage lace here. This is just cotton lace. The cover is a Tim Holtz Wildflowers piece of that paper pack, and this is just some packaging that's been torn and inked, and there is just some gauze behind here, and up here is just a little bird that I kind of inked and made it a little more distressed. This is just some rusted grommets that I put in there. I have a video out there on how to rust metal. This is just some chipboard that I made to look like metal. So, you know, it's not metal, but anyway, it's chipboard, and that's pretty much it there. I put some, let me move that, vintage lace at the back of the bag, and it helps reinforce it and keep it, you know, kind of stiff. The inside of the bag, let me take out the journal, and this thing's really stuffed, and I basically made the journal and said I'm going to make it the way I want to, and hopefully it fits in the bag, and if it doesn't, I'll take some stuff out. But it did fit, and not that there's room to spare, but it did fit, and comfortably fit in there. I didn't have to really squeeze it, but this is how it looks, you know, without anything in it. What I did is I lined the bag with file folder. You could use anything, but just to keep it stiff and give it some weight to it, and also allow the bag to go easily in and out. So that's it on the bag. Okay, so the journal is this chunky little journal that I had no idea that it was going to be this chunky, but it just, I don't know, I should just assume that when I make a journal. I had taken the Tim Holtz Wildflowers. I love that whole paper pack, so that's kind of what inspired me to make this, and I just used that one piece for the cover. It's not doubled, but it is decoupaged like about 3 times, so it's very sturdy, and it has almost like a vinyl feel to it now, and it was it's not super shiny, but it just really, the feel of it really feels very sturdy. Anyway, I did that, and I also took another piece of the paper pad, just one of the little journaling cards, and put that on top, and then a rusted book plate. Let's see, I put this is vintage lace back here that's holding in the sari silk tie. There is lace all the way up and down the side, in the front and the back. This is some vintage lace with a vintage button up here. There's some vintage lace with a button over here. There is burlap, and there's some vintage lace and burlap here, and there's just a little bulb pin with some beads attached there. On the back, It has vintage lace and a button, and some more lace and some more burlap, just to kind of make it kind of coordinate. Anyway, the tie is attached, so it's attached with this piece of lace right back there. So anyway, you open it up, and it is very grungy, and this is a very different kind of binding. I was just playing around with some different things, and oh look, that one's really probably a little longer than I would normally have it for a string, but I usually keep them long. The binding on this is done with basically, this is a completely no-sew, and that is my series no-sew paper bag, and it is done with I used micropore tape, athletic tape, book page. I used washi. I tried to put a lot of the athletic tape and the micropore on every page so that it was oh, these little pieces of stuff on every page so that it was very sturdy, and that's how it's held together. There is no sewing involved at all in this binding. Let me show you the middle, and it lays completely flat, okay, and it is very strong. It really is strong. It's quite shocking how strong this is. So it's actually kind of a cool way to make a journal, and it really lends itself to this grungy look because of all the, I just haphazardly put stuff in there, but these are actually holding the pages in. So all of these are holding the pages in. So anyway, let's just get to it. And again, I'll put the, it's a tutorial out there on doing this, okay? So I have in the front a pocket. Again, I put, this is on the front of the journal, on the front page and the back page. I did use washi tape on it, but then I also reinforced it with some lace because I felt that was holding it to the cover, and it really probably needed that reinforcement. And plus I thought it looked good. So anyway, so I did that. The first part of the journal, you've got a little envelope that I decoupaged and distressed, and I think that was with the Tim Holtz tissue paper. And on the inside I have it's just a little journaling card that has a little bird on it and some lace, and then just some room to journal, and then just another little card. So that goes in there. And then I made this tag. This is a very large tag with 3 birds on it, and then it has the same tissue paper, but then it has some distressing and things, and some copper and that stuff on it. So I'll just put that back in there. All right, this is a very grungy journal, which is, I've never done one like this before, and I really honestly loved doing it, and I'm gonna do more because it was I don't know, it was just very freeing, very I don't know how to explain it. I just really don't. It was just a lot of fun, and if you've never done a journal like that, I would strongly suggest trying it because it really was a lot of fun. Okay, so this is just some very grungy coffee dyed paper. This is the paper bags. Thus it's a no-sew paper bag journal. It has a lot of paper bags in it. I don't know. Let's see. Actually, it doesn't have a lot. It has 3 paper bags. I forgot to tell you. The journal is, my poor Tim Holtz ruler is just not, is 6 by 9. Actually 5.5 probably. Closer to that. Probably close. Yeah, it's about 6. It is. If you're not counting the spine, which it really doesn't have one, but the journal has a total of 80 pages in it, so for being just a little held together by tape, etc., it really holds a lot. Anyway, it has a total of 3 of these bags in it, and so that makes, you know, quite a few. Let's see, 6 pages with that, or 6 pockets in it for putting things in. So I didn't add a lot of other separate pockets, just a few here and there, but because of that, because you could put so much in it, I didn't really add a lot other things in there. So anyway, we have your grungy coffee paper up there. On this first page, we just have an envelope that's been, a legal size envelope that's been folded up. So you've got some journaling cards in there. And let's see, you've got a few more tags back here. Just kind of filling it up. But you've got a space behind here. And then you've got your layaway tag over here. And then our bingo card and another little journaling card. And this came out of that Tim Holtz paper pack too. This is just some alcohol ink paper that I made and then distressed and just put a little bird and a butterfly. Inside the bag, I've got this journaling card that I made, and I have a series on that where I've altered Project Life cards. And this is just from a book, and then I went ahead and added elements to the top of it and sewed around it on the back. I've just got several journaling cards in there, and it's just has vellum and then some paper, embossed paper for where these other cards are holding in there. So anyway, that's just a altered card. On a lot of these other pages, I didn't do anything. I just kind of just left them blank because I thought they were cool looking just the way they are. This is just some copy paper that's been coffee dyed. This is just another journaling spot that I made and glued it onto the paper bag. By gluing the things on each side of the paper bag, also what you're doing is you're making each bag, you know, stiffer and sturdier too. So let's see, in this one we have a little envelope that has been kind of decoupaged with the bird on it. It has a couple of other cards in it with material tabs. So there's a journaling card there, and you've got another journaling card there, and that just goes inside this envelope. And then on the back you have this little decoration here with a ticket, and it flips up and you've got some journaling space here. And these, again, this is just wrong spot, goes in here, and that just goes in the bag. This is just a glassine bag, and it has just several little journaling cards in it, and then another little tag that I made. So, and that is just on this page. Okay, whatever. This is just a distressed coffee dyed envelope, and inside it, it just has several journaling cards that I made out of a magazine. Not out of a magazine, that was out of a book. And there's another one. And this is just some journaling cards that were made out of Sears and Roebuck catalog pieces there for farm equipment. So I put that in there, and that just goes right there. Just some more blank pages. These are just pages that were coffee dyed. This is just an envelope, and it has just a postcard and a guest check in it. I'll put that in there. see, did I skip one of them? I didn't. Okay, and then this has, oh, another one of my altered Project Life cards, and it just has a, behind it is a piece of, it's just a book page, a page of a book, and then I added things on top of it to kind of make it look three-dimensional. And on the back, on this one, I think it has 3 pockets, has a place in the back. Well, I guess I'll go forward to back. It's got one in front right here, and that's been made to look like kind of metal, and it's got a little bird on it. And here's another little tag, and there's another tag. So that is where they all go, and they just fit right in there. That one fits in the vellum, and then this one fits right up on top, and that just goes right here. Okay, let's see. On this page, this is just this is some of that really cool sounding coffee dyed vellum, and a few other pieces to write on, some really grungy pieces. I thought it looked cool. And then I put, this is the middle of the signature, and oh, it's one signature. So it's one signature, 80 pages, you know, front and back. And anyway, this is the middle, so you can see there's nothing been sewn in, and it does lie flat, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, this is just a distressed piece of paper that I put on here. Let's see, what do we have in the middle? I think we just have, we've got a layaway tag, we've got this little birdie and a butterfly that I put on. I think I just watercolored this, and another little tag. So that's all that's in there. Put that back in there. And this page has a couple little journaling cards. This has a butterfly. This is an altered playing card with a butterfly and some writing space on the back. Just another little journaling card. And then this just has this little bird scene in the back with a little birdie up front. Okay, this is just some papers. And here we go. This is just a receipt that has been tacked on to some more pages for writing, and then just another little writing area. Let's see, in here we have another little journaling card, one of the altered Project Life cards, and then on the back it has just some card. This has some of the packing material and some coffee dyed vellum, and they just all go right back here, and that fits right up here. So that goes in here. Oh, these are falling. Okay, this is just a little envelope that's been made into a little tuck spot, and it's got a few little pieces of ephemera, a little check, and I think this is, I don't know what this is, I don't remember. Oh, this is just an old Memorex piece of paper. Okay, let's put those back in there, maybe. Alright, and then this has just an inventory tag, and then this is from the Tim Holtz paper pack, and I think this was off of Graphics Fairy. And so those went there. Some more of that really cool sounding vellum. And then here is just another tag that I made with a bird and a butterfly, and you know, just some space behind it. So that goes in there. This has just a little booklet. It has a tag in the front with a bird, and then it has another little piece of ephemera that fits in there. Go ahead, get in there. And then you open it up, and it just has some pictures. Oh, this has another altered playing card with some birds on it, with a little thing, and then it has just some pages in here. It has a little dog. Not sure why I put a dog, but then there's a little bird. Okay. On this side is just some more distressed papers that are layered and glued on with a little flower. And on this page, I have one of my rusted paper clips with a little bird on it, and just some ribbons. And what that does is it takes this off because it's laying on top, and this has a little tag on it that's been altered packaging, I think, with a little bird on it. And then it has some more, has another little tag in the back with a little bicycle, and then you open it up and there's writing space in here, and you flip it over and it has more writing space here and here. So that is how that goes. Put it back over here, and some very distressed coffee dyed paper. That just goes right here. And then the last page, or the back of the journal, we've got several things in there actually. Let me get that out. This is just a postcard, and it has a tag that's stuck in a belly band, and on the back of it is another writing space with the bird on it. And then here is another altered, oh no, I guess it's not. This is a weekly time card that's been altered. And then the front of it has some burlap on it with a bird in a nest and some other things. And then it's got a little receipt that has 2 pages that fits right in there. Tucked right in there. Then all goes back in here. And that is it, folks. That is my no-sew paper bag journal that is actually quite sturdy and fun and different to make. That's super grungy, and I really had a good time doing this. It was really fun, and I wouldn't necessarily say that binding it that way is easier than sewing in your signatures, because if you've done a few of them, they're not that hard, but it's very different, and it is very sturdy, and it will work. Okay, so believe it or not, this big chunky journal does fit in here, and it's not difficult. It fits right in, and that is it. So that's it, guys. All right, I did want to say that I did give I made 2 of these journals and bags, and I did give it away on my giveaway Friday. If you're not familiar with that, what I do is every Friday I go through my comments, and any comments made during that week, if you're a subscriber and you comment on any of my videos, maximum 1 per video, I take the comments of that week, and out of those I draw for a free giveaway. I pay up to $10 in shipping, so I'll ship anywhere, and I do that every Friday. And a lot of times I give away journals that I make. In fact, that's probably mostly what I give away. Also, I destash. I've got a lot of things that I have just too much of, and I'm too lazy to list it and sell it, so I'm just giving it away. So anyway, subscribe to my channel and comment on my videos, and every week you'll be entered into the drawing. And I'm also getting very, very close to 1,000 subscribers, and that will probably happen this week. I'm also giving away this journal for when I hit my 1,000 subscriber, and you will be entered just by being a subscriber and commenting just like you do on the Friday videos. I've kept all of those entries, and it will be drawn from that. So if you just do the normal commenting and subscribe, you will be entered. And anyway, there is a flip through of this video. I'm not going to go through it, but I'm just going to show you. It is a two signature journal. It's dragonflies. It has some prayer beads, a dragonfly, tree of life, and a few other things that are removable. And the cover is a book page. It's an altered book. Anyway, I'm just going to flip through it real quick so you can see it. There is a flip through out there. I can put it out there for you guys if you want to see it. But anyway, this is pretty much what it is. So this will be given away as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you enter in my giveaway Friday, you'll automatically be entered for this. Okay, guys, you take care, and I hope to see you soon.